Sorry that this isn't the best lighting, but I'm in a different place and I do not know where to film this. Before I continue on, I want to mention the last week's videos from from Amber and McKelvey. Amber, I loved your rant about Go Ask Alice, it was hilarious. And McKelvey, I understand what you're saying about the whole cycle thing, like drug addiction is kind of a cycle, you quit and then you go back, you quit and go back. But I still think maybe if it hadn't been done in diary form, those transitions would have been much better. Because usually, even in diary form or other stories I've read, they kind of back up and explain how they got to a certain point. But in Go Ask Alice, she never did. And I kind of wish I had that bridge between, how she suddenly was back on drugs and she, from a page before, she was totally just fine. And I guess it's supposed to be more of an impact that way, but I like transitions, even though I suck at them myself. Today, I'll be talking about the structure of The Magicians. It is basically third person with occasional first point of view thoughts, and it's separated in 4 books. Book 1 is basically their time in the school, and the book 2 and on is basically after school. I think book 3 or book 4 is when there's a whole other element to it. You can tell obviously why they're separated to 4 books, but yeah. So when I think about it, initial reactions, it was okay. I got really into it in the beginning, but then when book 2 started, I kind of got a bit, yeah. I got really excited when, Villery and the whole, that kind of came into, I knew it would, and I was so excited when it did. But, yeah, it kind of made me sad though about what happened to Martin. It was just, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it, and I was just like, whoa, what? And Lexi, I'm sorry that I took your book. I didn't mean to. Forgive me. I just say, foxes. Quentin was starting to annoy me. I didn't like it when he wasn't treating Alice right. And then he was being a total bleh later on. I always liked Alice. I always liked her from the beginning. And I feel kind of bad for Julia. I know that must have sucked. Having seen that world and not be a part of it anymore, I can relate to it. But I can understand where she came from, and that must have sucked. It was overall okay. I started to feel like I was reading it for school again, and so I was just I was kind of forcing myself to read the next bit of it, especially since I kind of fell behind on my reading because I was just crazy busy last week and distracted. So I didn't pace myself well, and I was crunching at the last minute, and I'm just I probably would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't reading this because I had to read it today. I think I'll leave it there. Bye!